Hey guys, Last here. I do apologize if you can hear my fan. It is hot. Trying to record these two for transformation was kind of irritating to say the least, because this is experiencing mold degradation. I mess up words, but you kind of get what I mean. And yeah, I honestly like the mold of this guy a lot better than I do of Prowl, but that's besides the point. This is a 2-pack based off the '86 Transformer movie. As you can see, Ironhide and Prowl, Buzzword the Bumblebee, so this really ugly packaging. Got more up here from the Transformers the movie, which just never really made sense. Got a 2-pack here. They look like they're being injured or dying or whatever. Yeah, no, these guys fight to the end pretty much. Per the description and of course per the movie itself. These two die, and as Megatron puts it, such heroic nonsense. Yeah. They come with neat little blast effects. And yeah. Anyways, let's just get the figures back in place. And this is where I say we're gonna cue to the transformation. Here we go.
How can I break when I have no heart to be broken? If this is the end, when will it begin? Is there a way to live again? How can I dream if I was never awakened? How can it still hurt when I can feel the pain? We're not born to feel the pain. How can I dream if I am never awake? consumes, wondering what I must do to make up the lost chance with you. Rushing away, I'm not thinking of what I am missing. Beating myself up inside, hoping everything will be alright. Finally, I'm at this place where we begin to my life waste. Wishing I was in your embrace. As I walk alone, I can only hope you know I was totally having more on my other life. I wish I could turn back time so I could spend more with you in your arms, but it's gone away so far. Fire in my gun, my rage won't interrupt. Cannot contain this dream. I'm done with this hell finally. So I stay wondering why I choose this trust-free. When I fade in my I push on through hard times. As I walk alone, I can only hope you know I was totally having more on my other life. I wish I could turn back time so I could spend more of my life with you in your arms, but it's gone away so far. But it's gone so My race is rushing down to see if you're alive or dead. Telling me, is this a lost chance?
Yeah, as you can see for the transformation, you're not gonna hear the audio, but I might have been cussing myself out. I might have just kind of lost my temper a bit right there. I got a bit impatient. Yeah, I wasn't kidding when mold degradation is a thing with this guy, because it's like it feels like it's flimsy, super flimsy. Even at the legs, knees feel super flimsy. I don't get it. I don't get why. I'm not overly negative in my reviews because I try to look at the good, but sometimes the bad just stands out so much. Like, Studio Series 17 Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie, the Beetle car was so horrendous for me. This is kind of getting close to that territory, especially because this doesn't lock all the way. Like, it's supposed to go in there, but then it doesn't go all the way when it needs to. And it's like I could just make it flop out hard enough, like that. There you go. And yeah, I'm not too big a fan of this mold. However, detailing looks nice for an Earth mode police car, especially with a little battle damage here. And you can see a tiny peg, so you could take one of these included blast effects and just plug it in without his chest thinking, and he just be like, and you know, he dies. Yeah, dies, you know, after that whole surprise ambush by the Decepticons. These are purple because, you know, Megatron in his gun mode is the one blasting them. You know, and Starscream's using him just to kill off the Autobots in the shuttle and everything. But yeah, same thing with Ironhide here. Of course, the guns have the same function, as they're on those tiny pegs and whatnot, so you can just put one of them on. This will work in any blast effects that you have available. So also, of course, works here. I think with Ironhide, he has a lot more use for the big one, at least when receiving impact, because look at that damage. Jesus Christ, it's brutal. And they got like the whole, they call them dead phases. I've seen people call them that. But the way I see it, they look like war cry. They're like, that's them, you know, shouting in combat. And yeah, this is supposed to be the Studio Series Ironhide mold, so this is not Siege. I'll pull out Siege later for comparison. But yeah, in terms of detail, they're pretty simple because they're supposed to be cartoon or even movie accurate. But the battle damage effects really stand out, and that's the selling point of this set. Do they succeed in that? Yeah, they do. I honestly agree. Yeah. Alright. Well, this guy's chest is annoying. His head is on the ball joint. Very tight one. He can't go left and right. Shoulders can move out that way. You can use transformation hinge to do so as well. Move the door wing out of the way, 360. You got a bicep rotation, over 90-degree elbow, and a somewhat tight wrist swivel. I have the problem with the mold here, and just the whole look is so flimsy. Okay. Legs, do the full splits like that, go out that far. Knees can bend over because transformation works like that. And then of course you have ankle tilt and a big ankle down, but that's only due to transformation really. You can tell I'm not a big fan of this set in terms of like how the figures feel. Yeah, he's more sturdy, granted. He's a lot more fun to mess with than Prowl. But if you saw the transformation, Jesus Christ, what happened there? Okay. Yeah. It's got his gun and everything. And, yeah. Door wings can move if you need them to, but they're just kind of there. I'm move him off to the side because that's gonna get irritating the more I look at it. Ironhide is the more cool one out of the two. Because his joints especially, though some feel buttery, some either lean towards buttery smooth or sturdy. Like, not super tight to where I might break it, but sturdy to where I can literally just drop this guy on the ground, no issue. Yeah, I like his work. I like his face better than Prowl's. Looks like he's angry, like a war cry. I am all for it, honestly. I am all for it. Heads on the ball joint, do slight tilt. You can do full 360 here. You can use a transformation hinge to kind of look down a little bit, look up a little bit, although he can do that on his own with the ball joint. Arms on a 360. This is like a very soft ratchet joint, but it feels nice. Like, it feels like a ratchet. Yeah. Arms can go out that way. You got a little bit of detail here, so it's not just a blank space in here. Elbows can go up to 90. The wrists can swivel a little bit, but because guns are in the way, I can't do the full 360. You can move the wrist down, though that's for transformation. You can also... No, never mind. No, I'm done. That's transformation. Nope. You can move this up to get the legs to kick that far forward, that far back. Let me see. Yeah. All the way through. Good. Make him do the full splits. Put this back down. Got a thigh rotation going on. You got ankle pivot, ankle tilt. Or not pivot, but ankle tilt, and then move up and down, do the transformation. You can move this forward as well because of the transformation hinge, but I don't know what you're going to do with it. One thing I will nitpick about this guy, though, is the feet. That would suck if these started getting chipped off because it's like that. So that's going to get rather annoying. And, yeah, let's just do some quick size comparisons while we're here. One little note, I forgot to mention he has a waist swivel. Prowl has one too, not Ratchet. Prowl has one too, but I don't care. So starting right off the bat, we got Hot Rod with them because they are from the same movie. And yeah, although Hot Rod never sees these two, unfortunately. So yeah, next comparison we can do real fast. Let me just adjust my camera over here. So we got these two on the side. Let's get, because the one I do have on hand, Siege Ironhide. Let's move Prowl out of the way so that we can compare the two Ironhides more. Like so. Yeah, you can tell just how different these two are, despite sharing similar molds, or same mold. Yeah, this guy is old. He's a Christmas present from Emmett. Even though I don't celebrate Christmas, he said, "Nah, I'm gonna give you Ironhide." Like, oh, nice. I still have him. I still like this figure over this one, honestly. I think it's just because aesthetic and what he comes with. He comes with a big bazooka that turns into a hammer. Shield I gave him from my Nemesis Prime, but yeah. Also, he has actual feet, not whatever is happening here. Alright. Let's get next to Starscream, the one who just outright murders them. So yeah, they're about in scale. Starscream's a Voyager, though he's priced as a leader with all that stuff. And I got one more comparison in mind, and this one, it might be a bit of a teaser to who's going to be my next figure review. I'm going to just move them off to the side like this, so that I can make room for the big guy. Yeah, I finally got my hands on this guy. Review of him coming soon. And it's a lot more positive than these two, honestly. I'm just gonna say that now. But yeah, I think this is my first more so negative review, or more critical, because I've had a lot of issues pertaining to these guys, and it's rather irritating, especially with Prowl and here it is again. Stand chest thing. Okay. There we go. Have his head looking up. There we go. Can't even stand up right. Bruh. Okay. Stay down. I might just keep him in car mode, even though that's gonna be a thing. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about tracks. If you remember Autobot tracks, I've seen a lot of people complain about the tolerances of tracks. The copy I have is a lot better than this guy in terms of tolerances. That might just be my case, and my case alone. Your mileage is gonna vary from copy to copy, depending what you get. I was so lucky to get this 2-pack because it looks sick. I will say right off the bat, Ironhide is better between the two. He's the better figure. Of course, from what I've seen, that the original version of this particular figure, without the battle damage, was really nice to work with. I'm not a fan of how the transformation works, but hey, it works, and it turns out to something pretty decent, honestly. I guess I dropped one of them. My favorite things to come out of the set are, well, these, because these will go really well with my Decepticons. The purple just works very well, and this might even work with the upcoming Dead Saurus. I have backed that one, so I'm going to be getting it probably later this year, or I think it's definitely later this year. I think I could be wrong, but oh well. Yeah, these are the best parts. My least favorite part, I like this figure better. But yeah, anyways, that's all I really got to say, because I don't have much else to say about these two other than, oh, 86 movie looks sick, you know, all that fun jazz. What else do you want me to say? I thought the movie was alright, and that's all you're gonna hear about the movie from me. That is all you are going to hear. So yeah, if you guys want more videos like this, especially where I'm more critical of a figure, it's not often because I'm trying to be a smart buyer, so I check out other reviews, see which one's more worth it to get. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out in the long run. All that fun stuff. We're yeah. If you guys just want to share these videos around, they don't have to subscribe. Just show them to other people. That would be much appreciated. And yeah, thank y'all for watching. this guy's gonna be up next. And I've been hunting him down since he came out, and I'm glad I finally got my hands on him. Let's go.